Good morning. Oh, I should put on some music or something, right? Wouldn't that be cool? But I just dumped this roll out I just got from the Bank of Hawaii. Oh my god, and look at the first one I pick up. I just liked the orange on it. I was like, that looks like a nice, smooth Hawaii patina. That is a 72S double die. Dude, yeah. See the doubling on the 2 and the S over S. Pretty cool. And that does not appear to be a scratch. That is a die crack. Look at that cool thing, dude. It's a little metal slug crawling up off his shirt. Wow. That's awesome. Dang, dude. And there's not really much of a scratch on it. And look at that red color. Like, I would call that red. It's patina, but it doesn't look like fingerprints that turned into a brown patina. The back is just as nice. Whoa, dude. So that's why I'm recording. I was just like, dude, this is a nice set. Look at this. I mean, just the colors of the coins. It looks like there's a lot of, mint state looking. And then I pick up this guy next, right? That came up with it. And you're like, oh, that one's all mangled. But then look at that. Those are zinc burst boils from the planchet being annealed wrong. That counts as an error, and some people collect these and that adds value to it. So that's cool. 2017. Wow, that's a lot of patina, but that's because of the zinc, right? Here's what the back looks like. Most 17s are like that or less toned. So wow, on that note, holy crap. Oh, up at the top, we should pull this one out and bag it. That's why I got this baggie out. And then decided to start recording because the first one I saw. Whoa, come on. What's wrong? Fingertips. Ah, dang, dude. Come on. Slippery when they're brand new, right? Whoa, wow. Dude, what? Wow. So some kind of something by his head. It looks almost like die clash, right? Like something from the back or weird texture in the clad layer. And here's the back that caught my eye at the beginning of the roll. The Presidential Memorial. Dude, this one looks really close to mint. I see one little tiny scratch up in the sky there, right? 2 scratches. But besides that, like, everything looks crisp. The rim, I mean, we're talking mint state 68 here, which I know there's probably a lot of those because people saved them right off the bat. But still, they're probably going for $100 or so. Or at least they were. I mean, they're probably going higher and higher as these get gobbled up. Nobody's gonna let this like float through circulation, right? So that's what I'm saying is this looks like a set to me, like somebody's coin collection. As I open it, I'm getting to know them. Sometimes before you open it, you just have a hunch, like old paper or something, right? Like, why is this in such old wrap? That kind of thing. Sad. Somebody's grandpa left them to me. I just wish my grandkids were smarter. But I guess Ponder can use them, hopefully. For a stupid YouTube channel, we can teach someone that's just like really bored, probably, I guess. Somebody just looking at the internet going, well, this guy sometimes says some funny crap. I guess I'll give him a few minutes. God darn. See, kids, say no to indoctrination. Whoa, dog. All right, you guys know about these, right? You see me always going like, holy 88 day. or 88p. I mean, you don't need a D on there to see this kind of crap. Whoa. Now from here, that looks like a hefty G, dude. You know, I am gonna say there's no doubt that this is a collection if this has the big G like the 89. Is there a serif? There is. Dang, dude. Like, highest grade, highest bid on this was something like $16,000, yo. Wait. Is there no serif? Let's see. It's like if the G is round. Dude, now I can't tell. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. No, that looks like a serif. That goes down further past the front. And the bottom of the G, like on the smaller one, the G, like the bottom part is even with the top. Dude, I'm saying like 80% chance that is the bigger of the G's. Yeah, man, they're beefy too. Like, those are big old letters. The other ones are so teeny you can barely see them. Yeah. Wow. I think that's the FG. Anyway, it was like $16,000 in good condition. And look at the condition of this coin, dude. Looks pretty red and mint to me. I mean, I guess they might call that red brown, but it looks all shiny. Right? It looks red. Less than 5% brown, so anyway. So, and then, you know, I'm sure there's been more of them found, so they could be down in the couple $100 range. I don't know. But I was like in lower states. This is mid-state, 65 to 67, I think. So, and the highest grade of this is going to be in the 68, 67 plus range. So a couple scratches, but I mean, dude, it definitely looks like a 67 to me. The rim. Yeah. Anyway, I'm taking too long on this coin. There is some major awesomeness going on with it, though. That is super cool, dude. Wow. I mean, that one is one I would say get graded. Spend the $60 and auction it off for $16,000 instead of selling it on eBay for $900. Yeah. Probably the better way. 7 looks great. I see an ear behind his ear. We have a roll for those. But dude, for 7, very nice, very shiny. We got some burns here, zinc burns, boils. 85. Double dad. Look at the devils on the 5 down there. Right? You see it? Bam, bam, bam. Whoa, big old space, right? Boom, boom. See him? Jumps, dude. Big old wide gap on the 5s. And the D. And the A. You got it, you got it. Double die and a wood grain, right? Those wood grains are going for prices now. See how it's all wooden textured, right? Looks like wood grain going down. That is becoming very sought after, like an extra $30 or $100 on each coin due to wood grain, especially if the back matches. So, right, it would look like a red coin with wood grain coming on top. Who knows? Or, you know, red brown. Anyway, no, that was thinking of the last one. This one's pretty dark. From the zinc, it almost looks black, right? Hello, forgot what coin I was talking about. I was still thinking about that last FG guy. The 88D. Look at that detail. Whoa. Let's go down a little bit. Beautiful, right? Look at that detail. Yep, 7s are nice. I end up with some really cool toned ones. Right, this one's just slightly toned, like the yellowish, orangish red. Little tiny scratches. Anyway, I guess I should probably not use up all my space since I'm going to the lava soon. Maybe I'll upload this real fast and stop using my space for coins and just save these motherfuckers, put them in my storage unit for a day or 3 and go get some lava footage. You gotta stop at the store, buy a new camera because you didn't get a new phone. What the hell's wrong with your Panda? Everything it seems. My attention span is gone when I wanna be doing other things, like looking through coins and getting the dopamine rush, finding valuable errors that are supposed to be all rare. It's like woohoo, and then it's like satisfying because your education is paying off like right away. It feels like holy shit, this was worth like learning about, because wow, there's treasure everywhere and people are just passing it off like it's nothing. Oh my god, what planet am I living on? We got the internet and all the information you could ever want right there, and nobody's using it but a few. Now those just a few doing it cool for others. Whoa. Is this a different 1971S? Did I already have one? No, I can't remember. Well, that's an S over something. See the other letter under it? I'm gonna have to magnify that. Whoa, that's not the same, but let's see. It might be an S over D. It's an S over S. I see the S above it going down and through, so it's probably just the bottom of it cutting back through. Anyway, double die, 71 small date. Double die obverse. Red. Couple points off for dirty specs and skiff. And double die reverse. Red. Lots of little scratches on the back, man. But the wear is not down on his chin or the stairs. So it's actually, and the rim is nice. That's mint state, just with lots of little scratches. I think that's mint state like 61, 60. A few dings on the edge there. It could be almost uncirculated. Yeah, it's a lot of little tiny scuffs and stuff reflecting. See all that disco party? Dude. And like super nice grade, couple G's in this grade. Probably, what do you think? 30, 50 bucks maybe, something? We'll see. This might be a fun one to just throw on, start it for $1 on an auction and just not really care. Like, oh no, it went for $20 instead of 50. Boo-hoo. Each a penny, dude. I was lucky to notice it just now. Could have passed it right on to the bottom, 'cause it was brown and old. But I said, hey, hey. I remember the video. Oh, that was the wrong note. I remember that video that said early 70s are awesome. And like, dude, I am from the I'm from the late 70s. It is my birthday today, the 4th. And dude, I made some bank today. Okay, the stock market, I lost like a shitload. Like almost a G1/2. Okay, not that bad to some stock gamblers. Some of those people probably cracked their shops today. And I did not mean to jinx it in my comedy bit last night. I said, don't give me the pennies or else I'm going to cause a chain reaction that causes the collapse of the economy finally. Just like I caused the 2008 one when they handed me the keys January 20th, 2008 for my new property, and it went from 400,000 value to 200,000 overnight. I didn't even get to sleep a whole day with my property as valuable investment. So, whoa, that's weird. That is really strange. All those little bubbles around them. I'm gonna have to look at that closer. That's a lot of doubles. Okay. And this guy, look at this. I think there's like missing zinc, or they overcooked the middle there, or it's gray, zinky papa now. Anyway, I jinxed the Occupy. I also jinxed the housing market. So why wouldn't I jinx the United States off? I ruin everything I touch. And here I am touching Abe's face. Oh my god. His face is already kind of ugly. I guess I could ruin it a little more. Alright, so 92, we got a A&M not touching, a little zinkiness on back. But look at them. I mean, dude, okay. You know what I'm saying? Very double die. And just beautiful satin finish. This whole, we're going to call this one the satin batch, dude, because this just looks shiny. Alright, I'm going to let you go. 17 minutes is a long time, but you can see how pretty. This is what's left of that roll. We got some zinkies, but look down there, over there on the side, all these little pretty perfect ones and all these rainbowy guys. Right, dude? Look at that. Just so many nice looking brand newy bluey coins in here. This just, I had to record some of it. I'll get some more if I find any epic WTFs. But anyway, may the force be with you. Have fun.